This video is going to save you years of doom scrolling social media to learn e-commerce. This is the video I wish I had back in 2017 when I started selling e-commerce. This is going to tidy up all of the information and give you the ability to actually learn quickly and properly. You got to understand, the internet is a wild, wild west right now. It's information overload, there's too much going on. And most of the information put out, it's not out of the kindness of people's hearts. It's there to manipulate search results for the most part. And it's certainly there to upsell you to paid products. Now, that's not to say all the information is not validated. There is good information online. Do not get me wrong. There are tons of free and good information. But if you are doing For You page learning, it's not a structured way of learning in any industry. Because you're just getting new videos. There's no way that you're consciously sticking to one topic by shopping on the For You page. So by going through this method, we're going to be able to focus on how you can leverage the search results to learn specific information that's going to actually help you. So let's start with the 20-hour rule. They say that you learn the most about anything the first 20 hours you spend on it. Now, if you're just going into e-commerce and you're wanting to spend 20 hours on the whole of e-commerce, yeah, you can learn a good understanding from that. But if you don't know the industry, you don't know what terms to search for. So therefore, you're not getting the full page. You're not getting a full understanding of the industry. But if you spend 20 hours on each of the right components and the building blocks of the full industry, you're going to get a much better understanding than just searching general knowledge. It's going to be a much faster way and a more structured way to learn. So this is how you want to imagine e-commerce. So first off, we've got the website. Everybody knows e-commerce, it's a website, predominantly on Shopify. And then it branches off into the next section. So what's the main section out of these? Brand, products and ads. And then this is going to branch out to different sections. Logo and content, supplier, cost of goods sold, Facebook, customer acquisition cost, content creation. And then it's going to go to the next stop. So this might be content creation for Facebook, content creation for TikTok, content creation for, and then how to work out your cost of goods sold, what's your average order value, what's the upsells. All of these are going to have more webs that you can branch down from. Now, if you're just starting out or you've got very limited knowledge, if you start watching a video on how do I work out profitable customer acquisition cost, that information is not going to be the best information that you can be learning if you do not know the stuff that's on the level above. So we want to be starting here. You want to be starting at the top, start broad. And then what we're looking to do is we're trying to spend 20 hours on each. Now, when I go to product and I spend 20 hours on product, at least I'm focused on learning about product. Where to find winning products, what makes products good, what can I sell on my Shopify store, how do I find trends. And then by the time that you get to supplier, you will have heard about this in your general product searching. So then it will make a lot more sense when you're learning it. But if you go down and you start learning cost of goods sold straight away, this isn't going to make sense for the rest of it. So by starting at the top and working down, this is how we're going to be learning very fast. Because you're going to be seeing the information about these within this, but it's going to be explained in a much broader sense. You're going to see it in context and in action. So always start broad. You need a base understanding from a broad aspect before you start getting into advanced strategies. This is going to reveal more about the next stage in the learning process. And you want to cross-reference content. So you've got to understand there are many paths to get to the destination, but what are the most common themes? Is the person teaching credible? So if you're looking at how to run Facebook ads, what you're going to find is different creators have found different methods to get different results. Now it's your job to learn from each of these creators and see what works. We're going to see what works by testing, and we're going to see what works by cross-referencing content to see what is actually working for the majority. Because if you're noticing a majority of people are teaching a certain method, then that's a telltale sign that this likely works because multiple people are using it, right? So you want to cross-reference content that you're finding online. This is how we want to be looking at e-commerce. So if you look at this picture, you can search this, get it on Google, the internet marketing tree. The website is the main part of the tree. The branches, search engine marketing, SEO, pay-per-click, directories and listings, paid listings, lead generation, email marketing, social media marketing, public relations, online advertising, and then we've got the routes. And when you spend 20 hours on each of these, it's going to give you a much better and targeted understanding. And what you're actually able to do is you're able to write down, so I want to learn e-commerce, I want to learn Shopify, I want to learn online advertising, I want to learn social media marketing, I want to learn how to make content, I want to learn how to do SEO, I want to learn how to brand better, I want to learn how to find winning products. And you're able to write that down on a list and say, right, this week I'm spending 20 hours on online advertising. This week I'm spending 20 hours on market research. This week I'm spending 20 hours on branding, and so on and so on and so on. So this way, it's a much more targeted way to learn, because it's information overload out here. And if you're not learning in a structured way, it's going to be difficult and more confusing because you're getting too much information. So follow this checklist and really try and figure out what are the gaps in your knowledge and go at it with a targeted approach, because you're going to learn so much faster, your quality is going to be so much better, and you are going to save years in your entrepreneurial journey. So get to work, get learning, think about it, subscribe down below.